Welcome back, guys, to our channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. After a lot of weeks, 2 months, a month, 2 months?
Like all of February and all of March. Yes, 2 months.
So about 2 months, we are finally getting to the Disney stuff that we've told you is coming.
We've promised for like weeks and weeks now, but it's here.
It's finally here. We are finally getting that up. So the way that we're gonna break this up for you guys is maybe day by day, as far as when we were there. If the day has a little more material, we might split that into 2 separate videos, but it depends on what we're going on.
Yeah.
So what we'll walk you through, we're obviously recording this well after.
Way after.
the trip. So we'll offer just some insights, some thoughts and ideas about the trip.
Yeah.
What we really enjoyed. As well as the meals that we had, because when you go on vacation, you eat, and that's what you do.
Yeah, we went on this trip with my family. So we went with my parents and my brother and his girlfriend. And we did plan the trip with the help of a Disney travel agent, which I highly, highly recommend if you can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
We will put her information in the description down below.
Definitely took a lot of all the hard work out of it with regards to getting fast passes and stuff like that.
And meal reservations, because we were a party of 6, so it was a little bit bigger party. And it was definitely all her that we got everything that we wanted. Shout
out to Alyssa at Jenkins Travels, I think is what it was. So she did a great job helping us get this together. So we would definitely recommend, if you're looking to do a trip like this, reach out for help there, because I know she was on it.
Yeah, it's awesome. They're super helpful, super knowledgeable, and it's free to us. We didn't cost us anything more to have her help us, so that was awesome.
But with that, I guess we will get into day one. Maybe we'll walk through a little bit of just what that day looked like. We started the day off at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Our flight was at 6.
Yeah, well, where we live, because we're kind of East Coast Central, kind of. We're super close to Philadelphia, Baltimore, DC, and even New York if we needed to. So, like, when I look up our flights...
We try not to do New York.
Well, yeah, just because you don't want to travel. Sometimes that's iffy. But when I look up flights, I always check all the airports for which is the cheapest. So we ended up flying out of Philadelphia. And so we decided to not get a hotel room there the night before, but just to drive from home. It's about a 2-hour-ish drive. Right? 2 hours?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah,
a little less than
from where we live to the Philadelphia airport. So we got up super duper early to do that.
Yeah, and we actually got through security and TSA and all that stuff real quick.
Yep.
Pretty quick, anyway.
It actually ended up being perfect. We left home about 2 hours before we needed to be at the airport. We got there a few minutes late because there was an accident. We found a parking that I had paid for earlier on Groupon. So we got cheaper parking for the whole week. Took the shuttle to the airport, and by the time we got through security, we got breakfast. We had about 20 minutes, a half an hour before the flight started boarding. It was perfect.
Yeah, and so it was about a 2.5-hour flight, I think, somewhere in there and we got a nonstop flight from Philly to Orlando. Yeah. And then once we landed in Orlando, we hopped on the Magical Express. All right, guys, we made it to Orlando.
Woo! So one more step closer.
In front of the Disney Hollywood Studios sign there.
Super cool.
Really neat. So you're not in there?
Nope.
That's fun. Yeah, so we made it safe and sound.
Next step is Magical Express.
Yep, and then we'll be off to Animal Kingdom after that.
Well, first, Caribbean Beach Resort, our resort to get checked in and drop off our carry-ons. Yep. And then Animal Kingdom.
All right, so we'll see you there.
Let's do this.
All right, guys, so we just want to give you a little bit of a timeline as far as where we're at. We're currently sitting on the Magical Express, which if you come through
Orlando
Airport, it's part of the package that you get.
If you're staying on property.
Right. So we made our way to the Magical Express.
And it's it's free transportation from the airport, well, included in your price. Yeah. Transportation from the airport to your resort. That's what
and it's really nice because you don't have to worry about your baggage. Like, they'll take care of it, they'll deliver it to your room.
Yeah, you put special tags on it before you leave the airport.
Right. So we landed at about 8:20, 8:30ish. We're off the plane by about 8:45.
And we're on to Magical Express by 9:06.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll let you know when we get to our resort.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, as far as
I don't think that's bad at all. We did leave this morning at 2:30 a.m.
Right.
to get to Philadelphia by like 4:15.
why the earlier video I look like death. So that's
because he literally had no sleep.
No sleep. So, but yeah, we'll check back in once we get back to the resort. So
yeah,
looking forward to it.
See you guys in a little bit.
Yep. We went off to our hotel. Now we don't have any footage from our hotel because we're terrible at this type of thing.
We're new at this, so give us a little bit of grace.
But we will try to find a video so you can see what the hotel looked like that we stayed at, and we'll link that below so you can get a chance.
And we stayed at the Caribbean Beach Resort, which for those of you that aren't all up on the Disney stuff, it was recently renovated about a year and a half ago. So all the rooms are new, the lobby is new, the whole eating area is all new, and it was nice. We had previously stayed the Caribbean Beach Resort is a moderate resort, so it's the middle level hotel room. And the last time we went, we stayed at a value resort, which is like the cheapest room you can stay at. And I would say that the only benefit to staying at a moderate resort is the Skyliner. And that is also really new too. That is like the easiest, most stress-free way to travel that we found at Disney.
And that's if you stay at a moderate resort that is connected.
That is connected, not all of them are.
Yeah, right.
But we were just talking with my family who stayed with us, and we had two differing opinions. We would totally stay at a value resort. We felt like it wasn't worth the extra $100, $50 to $100 a night to stay at the moderate resort. My brother, who went with us, said he would rather spend a little bit more and stay at the deluxe resort. So he thought it would be better to spend a little bit more money for a little bit more comfort and more amenities and stay at the higher end resort. So differing opinions. It all depends on what you value most.
My opinion is a room. Don't put all that money into it. It's not worth it.
If you're going to spend time at the parks, you're only sleeping in the room anyway.
Right.
That's our thought.
You don't go to Disney World with the plan of staying in your room the whole time.
Right.
So. We got to the hotel like 3 or 4 hours before Joel's family did. So we had a chance to go into Animal Kingdom. So that is where the first video is going to pick up.
Yeah.
So we'll offer some insight throughout as we show you some of the things that we went through. So let's just jump over to us getting to the park.
Yay!
Alright guys, so we're here at the Animal Kingdom. So this is our first stop on our trip. We're here before Joel's parents and family get here.
Probably like 3 or 4 hours before them.
Right, so we're going to come in, we're going to take a look around, probably grab something to eat.
Maybe do It's Tough to Be a Bug because that's the first one we did the last time we came, so we'll just keep the tradition going.
Yeah, so I guess with that, let's head in.
Yeah!
Alright, let's go. Neat thing about It's Tough to Be a Bug is it actually winds you through underneath the tree of life. So you'll see a lot of things like carved into it.
A bunch of different animals.
A lot of animals, so we'll definitely get some shots of that as we get closer to it. So you see there,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
carved into the base. This is based off of A Bug's Life. Yeah. Warthog down there. Alright, so we couldn't record in there. It was very dark.
Yep.
We just couldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't have seen anything. Show's really cute. Yeah, it's fun to sit
Yeah,
through.
you wear 3D glasses. There's like some special effects and they shoot things at you and
Yeah, it's about a 10-minute show,
Yeah.
give or take. Just fun for the whole family.
Yep.
So
Really
definitely,
cute.
Definitely worth checking out.
Yep.
So I think we are on. We've got a fast pass here in about than half an hour.
About a half an hour. We're gonna head over to Pandora probably because that's where our Fast Pass is, and check that out.
Yeah, so we'll pick up over there.
Maybe get a snack.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
All right, so we got ourselves a bit of a snack. So, from 8 Spoons Cafe here, right outside of Asia.
In Animal Kingdom.
In Animal Kingdom. We'll show you what that looks like. So
I'm
it is
excited.
the baked mac and cheese with pulled pork.
And there's pickles.
And there's
on it,
also
too.
pickles on it.
We'll let Stuart eat the pickles.
So it seems like they specialize in mac and cheese is their main thing. And we've got a picture or a shot of the menu that you'll see to get a look at the other things they have. So they also have drinks and pretzels, the normal Disney
Right,
fare.
and one of the things, hopefully, if I can be on the ball this trip, I'd like to do is we got the dining plan and we got the middle tier. So it's one table service, one quick service, 2 snacks. And it
Per
costs
night.
$78 per person per night. So I'm going to see if we can make that money back or if we lost money on this trip. So that'll be another video.
All right, let's
down
get
the line.
into tasting this because I'm excited about this.
Okay. Yep. Oh, there goes the pickles. I'm going to skip the pickles. Ready?
Yep. Yeah? Okay.
Really good.
All right.
We could use more barbecue sauce.
All right, I'm gonna get everything here. Joel left the pickles out. I'm gonna get the pickles.
You have to tell me if they're dill or sweet.
Oh, I'm sure they're dill pickles. I know Joel's a big fan of. It's gonna be a big plate of food.
You have too much food on your fork.
That is good.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. It's a dill pickle. And I wish there was more barbecue sauce, but it's still a good bite of food. So yeah, definitely worth checking out.
And at $6.49, great use of a snack credit.
Right.
All right, we're by the garbage can, so we're gonna go now.
Alright guys, so we're over in Pandora, and we'll have some video that'll show you just kind of the scenery. Joelle was making note that how last time we were here, she didn't really notice how amazing everything looked.
And how large scale it was. Like, for some reason, it was not in my brain as something that was really cool, and it's really cool.
And we didn't spend a whole lot of time here the last time we were in
Right.
Disney, but we are getting ready to go on to Navi River Journey. We're going to try to get some footage. If
I
it's
think
too
it's
dark,
really dark.
yeah, so we
And
may
we've
not be able to
never
get
been
along.
on it, so I don't really know what to expect.
So, anyway, we're going to give it a shot, and then when we come out, we'll let you know our thoughts about it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you on the other side. All right, so we just got off it, and
Off of Navi River
off of
Journey.
Navi River Journey, and we were kind of wedged in with 2 other people.
There were 4 adults in the seat that would probably only comfortably fit 3 adults.
Right. And
I was like half out of the seat.
and if you're not sure, I'm a big guy. We got stuck
I
for
think.
a little bit.
I mean, I guess we've never been on the ride. Maybe it
Right.
does that.
But we think they overweighed the back and didn't put enough
There
weight
was
in the
only
front.
one person with a little girl
So-
in the front.
But it was a neat ride.
I would not wait 80 minutes for
No,
that.
I would not wait that long for that ride.
Maybe 20 minutes.
But if you're a diehard Avatar fan, you may enjoy waiting that long for it. But
As someone who's never seen Avatar, it was neat. The black light stuff was cool.
Right. A lot of cool features. The animatronic in there is really cool there at the end. But ultimately, yeah, it's not worth waiting 80 minutes to ride it.
Definitely not.
But yeah, I mean, definitely if you can get a fast pass for it, check it out. It's worth it.
Yep. But if you can get a fast pass for Flight of Passage, I would totally recommend that, even though we haven't done it yet. I think it's gonna be.
That's our professional, unexperienced opinion. So,
once we do Flight of Passage on Tuesday,
we'll let you guys know. So hopefully it won't disappoint. All right, so we are on to the next thing, which is
we have Safari, but that's not for like another 45 minutes.
all right. So we're gonna wander and see what we can do.
Yep.
So, all right, take care.
are still in Pandora, and we decided to get some lunch, and we decided to share one quick service. So we are at Chilean Canteen, which is the quick service in Pandora, and what they do is like build your own bowl kind of thing. So we went with the combinations. We have beef and chicken. We went with the noodles. You can also get beans and potatoes and that kind of thing. We went with the charred green onion vinaigrette. So we'll see how that is. And then it seems like it has some like coleslaw and boba balls.
Yeah.
And we're gonna split this.
Yep.
That way we'll be hungry for dinner. It's like a lot of food.
It is. It's tough
like
to tell.
Like a lot of meat.
It's tough to tell just from the video, but it's a good size portion.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah,
I hope it's good.
All right,
and then
we
we
got a
got
drink.
their like specialty non-alcoholic drink, which was the Pandoran Sunrise. Is that
I think
what it was?
that's right. Yeah. Something
And
like
it's
that.
Tropical fruit flavors with melon Powerade.
Yep.
So we're gonna give it a try. This was one quick service credit, but this was $16.99 and the drink was $4.29.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even on there. $4.29 I think. So it came to about $21, which is a pretty good deal for a quick service credit.
Okay.
So do I get to try it first?
Yeah, you get to try it first.
Yeah, I get to try it first.
And you explain this is the combination chicken and beef.
Yes. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of everything. Maybe. I don't want to do it. Have a Stuart bite size bite. Okay, ready? That was not pretty. Everything is seasoned really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the noodles have flavor. The beef has really nice flavor. The dressing has a tang. Let me try a piece of chicken. It's super tender and delicious. I'm gonna try a boba ball.
I'm not usually a fan of boba balls, but
I only want like one. Oh, they're fruity.
Oh,
Fruity
are
and
they?
sweet. They're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like them.
All right.
All right, let's switch places.
Yep.
All right, now Stuart's gonna try
Let's see
it.
if I can do this without making a fool of myself.
I hope you cut out me slurping everything into my
Oh,
mouth.
that's going in.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can't. All right. And then what is this? Coleslaw?
Yeah, it's like a creamy coleslaw. I almost wish there were more of those little boba balls. They were really good.
I got a little bit of everything here.
Okay. Yeah, that's better because now we can see the food in front of you.
All right. Let's see if I can cram all this in my mouth.
I think you can. I believe in you.
That is really good.
Right?
I just popped a boba ball.
Oh no, don't do that.
Let me try one of these.
They're good.
Oh, they are free.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is seasoned really nicely. I want to try the beef by itself.
I think it's really tender.
Yeah, that's really good. And a piece of chicken, which it's easy to dry chicken out. That is
It's
not
really
dry.
good.
That is really good.
Do you want to try the drink? Well, okay, when you're done.
Yeah, it's almost like if you ever go to like a barbecue chicken, like a smoked chicken, it's really good. And yeah, it's really good with everything together. So
I'm super glad I chose to come
recommend
here.
that if you come to Disney World.
To Chilean Canteen.
Yep. All right. So this is the what is it? The
Pandoran Sunrise.
So I'm gonna give that a shot.
I love that it comes with a little slice of pineapple.
Oh, that's pretty good. Well, yeah. Yeah. Before I say anything more, we'll swap it over and then we'll let you try it.
Okay. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see that it's like green.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's really refreshing and I like it.
It's
and I'm not a
coconutty.
fan of tropical-y
Right?
things usually, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of that Powerade taste, but
Right.
more tropical-y.
But it's tropical, and I think it's a strong coconut flavor
Yeah,
that's
it's
there.
good.
Yeah, but it's a nice, refreshing drink.
Maybe we should have gotten two.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so definitely, guys, check this place out because it's Chilean Canteen in Pandora. So we're gonna finish this, and
Chow
then
down.
we'll move on to whatever's next. So
Next will be Safari, probably.
yeah, right at
12:45,
So all right, so we're gonna eat up, and we'll catch you later. All right, guys, we are back, and we decided to jump in here with this because we're pretty much out of footage because It was a long day.
Yeah, you gotta remember that this morning of the video, we had gotten up at like 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
And I had gotten like maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So I was running on almost 2 full days without much sleep.
Yeah, and then we had a really full day at the parks, and by, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we were kind of done, but Joelle was not letting us stop.
So we want to talk a little bit about what happened between Chilean Canteen and
footage of dinner.
Time we went to bed.
Yeah.
Is what we want to cover here. We did go on the safari, Kilimanjaro safari, but we don't have
which is totally awesome.
We don't have any pictures or videos from that, but we'll cover it later because we went later in the week and it was a much better safari the second time
we
than
saw
the first.
like tons of animals, and some of them were super close. So look forward to that in a future video.
Right. Then after the safari, we had some time to kill before Joel's parents came.
Right.
So we decided to check out
the Nemo and Friends show, which is a live, like almost like a Broadway show with live actors holding like puppets.
We'll see if we can find some footage of it, and we'll post a link. There's going to be a lot of links in this video.
Yeah, make sure you check out the description for all the information of things that we did.
Right. I would say if you are a family with younger kids, that show may have been enjoyable, and maybe it was the fact that I was just dead tired and whatever.
Well, and it's just bench seating. Like there's no actual seats with backs. I think if the seats had backs and you were tired, it'd be a great place to like take a nap. But because you were like just on a bench, you definitely
it's air conditioned. It's dark,
and it's not super loud. You could totally block out the noise. But I think that a lot of the other shows that we've done before at Disney are really awesome, but they're like from movies that have songs in them that you can sing.
Yeah.
Nemo doesn't have any songs, so these are all songs you've never heard before that you can't sing along with.
Yeah.
So we were like,
Right. So I don't know if you got younger kids, check it out.
Yeah.
But as far as like adults,
you can skip it.
You can skip, and it's like a 40-minute show. Or
it is. It's very long.
It's a long show.
Yeah.
For Disney standards, anyway.
Right.
So that was what it was. So Joel's family showed up like right after that, and we basically met them in line at Festival of the Lion King.
We had a fast pass for that. It's a pretty popular show.
And it was an amazing show.
Yeah, I wish we had gotten footage of it, but I think we were just sitting there like with our mouths open like, oh my god, this is so cool. There's pretty much like anything you could possibly imagine in this show. There's like fire, and there's animatronics, and there's dancers, and aerial twirlers, and like literally anything you could think of was in this show. It was really awesome.
So it was definitely a huge improvement from the Nemo and Friends show.
And audience participation, which was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, so that was really neat to see. That was a fun show. We did not check that out the last time we were there.
No, I don't know if we even knew about it, to be honest.
Well, to be honest, I didn't know Nemo and Friends was where it was either.
Yeah, it was like way back in the back corner of the park.
Right. So, Festival of the Lion King was a lot of fun.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I would totally do it again and highly recommend it.
Definitely
for
worth
families
checking out.
of all ages. Kids, no kids, older kids, younger kids. Everybody would love it.
And then after that, it was dinner time, and we ate at Yak and Yeti, which is in Animal Kingdom, obviously.
Right.
And really cool place. We don't have any footage of the restaurant because tired.
Sorry, guys.
It's just what it was. But
I believe it's in the Asia area of Animal Kingdom. And it's, I don't know, it's really neat. It's got a bunch of like different statues and kind of feels like a market, like with tapestries and that kind of thing. Yeah. And when we picked out restaurants, it was my mom, my brother, and I kind of sitting on a conference call, like literally scrolling through the Disney website, like looking at menus and finding things that everybody would be willing to eat. And this was one of the menus that everybody was like, ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, that sounds good. So that was kind of why we picked this restaurant.
Right.
And I was really glad we did.
Yeah, it was definitely worth the table service credit.
We will insert some footage here while we're talking about the different foods that we ate.
Right.
So you guys can get a visual of what the food looked like.
Yep.
We had a couple repeats, but I think overall the food was like 8 or 9 out of 10. It was really good.
We did make it our goal to try to encourage everyone of the group to get something different so that we could give you guys a good view of. There was some, doubles just because people's
Some of the
tastes.
menus also are kind of small. Some of the menus only have 5 or 6 options on them.
Right.
So
I'm looking at you, Coral Reef.
You'll hear about that one in the next video, I think. I think we ate there the next day.
Maybe, I'm not sure, but
one of our Epcot days.
But yeah, so you will see some overlap with that. But
yeah,
I guess we'll go over some of the foods and desserts that we got for Rack and Yummy.
So the first video you'll be seeing is of our main courses. So the first one you see is the steak. We have a couple people that got steak, and the steak I got was so good. It had this kimchi butter on top that was like out of this world good.
Yeah.
And then the next one is lobster garlic noodles. My brother had that. I remember him saying it was good. I didn't get a chance to taste it.
Right.
If he gives us any information, we'll put it in the description below.
Yeah.
And then Stuart and Nikki, Luke's girlfriend, also got the duck. And what did you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. I think in terms of the meal and I'm trying to remember it now because it has been over a month. But,
yeah, it's been a while.
The duck was cooked well. It had a really good flavor to it. And we will link the menu below so you can get an idea of what it all came with. But I will say that in terms of the meal, my person was excited a taste of Joelle's steak. The steak was like the highlight of the entire meal.
Yeah.
Like, it was delicious.
I would get the same meal every time I go back there.
Mm-hmm. And while the duck wasn't bad, it was good, well cooked, well prepared. And I do enjoy a good duck dinner. I think if I were to go back, I would get the steak.
Yeah.
Once again, not that the duck was bad, it was good. But,
right.
Now, your mom got the chicken tikka masala. Now, I hope she doesn't kill me for this, but her mom's like, I'm a picky eater, but she's a picky eater. And
Sorry, Mom.
She didn't care much for the tikka masala, which Indian cuisine can be just kind of tough for a lot of people.
Right, I think it was heavier on the curry than she thought it was going to be. I tasted it, and I thought it was a good traditional chicken tikka masala.
So, we can't offer much of an opinion with regards to, whether it's worth getting or not. And even me, like, I've had some Indian food, but I'm not, like, big into it. Right. So I'm not the person to recommend whether you should try it or not.
But I think that we would definitely recommend this restaurant, and if we were to go back, I think we would go back to this restaurant.
I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, and then the next video you'll see is our dessert. They only have like 5 or 6 choices for dessert, so we only got 4 different things, so you'll see those show up here. The first one is the wontons, and they're like the fried cheese wontons with pineapple, and then it's like a creamy sauce, like a pineapple sauce on it, and that was my dessert, and they were really good. But by the time I got to them, I was so full that I couldn't finish it, and it made me sad. The next thing you'll see is the pineapple upside down cake, and that is what Stuart got.
Yeah, and I'm not a big dessert person, so most of the stuff that was there didn't really appeal to me, so I went with that. But this was a really good pineapple upside down cake. The cake was nice and moist. The ice cream that comes with it is really good. So, it was well worth it as far as I'm concerned, as far as the dessert goes. I can't say much more about it other than, for me who doesn't like desserts, it was a good choice.
Yep. And then the other 2 that you'll see is the mango pie, which is what my mom got. And I don't think she totally loved it. She ended up switching with my dad, who got the cheesecake, which was just like your basic New York style cheesecake with like a mango sauce on top. I think there was a red sauce, so maybe like a strawberry mango,
raspberry something,
mango,
I think.
sauce on it, which was, and they pretty much had that option at every restaurant we went to, that you could get cheesecake with a different kind of sauce on it, kind of like the safe option.
Right.
I didn't try the mango. I don't remember the mango pie.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We can't give you a whole lot on that.
It was like a puddingy, custardy pie, so I wouldn't have eaten it. I don't like pudding textures, so.
But one of the things when you do get the meal plan is that you basically have prepaid for all of your meals. And when you have a table service, a restaurant where you sit down and the waiter comes and serves you, included in what you've basically already paid for is dessert. So even if you're not a dessert person, you've basically already paid for it.
Right.
So you might as well get it.
Suck it up.
What sometimes you can do is you can ask them, to get it in a to-go, and you can eat it like later on in your hotel room if it's something that can, stay well.
Right.
But even though Stuart isn't a huge dessert person, he got dessert every night because we had basically already paid for it.
And
that's
you
what that's
could be
about.
the type of people like your brother and his girlfriend who by the end of the week had a fridge full of food. And that
right. When we got dessert, we were full. We ate, until we couldn't have any more, and then we just sent the rest of it back. Yeah.
So you will not go hungry while you're at Disney.
No, definitely not.
After the dinner, we pretty much went back to the hotel room and crashed. It was just kind of a long day.
Yeah. By the time dinner was over, I want to say it was like 7 or 7:30. So by the time we got back to our hotel room, it was 8 o'clock, 8:15. And after being up like almost 24 hours with no sleep.
And
for you, almost more than that.
Yeah, typically, I sleep horribly at a hotel room.
Right.
I don't remember laying down. So that's just kind of the way it went. But it was a long day, but I think we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That park was packed.
It was a Sunday. Our first day was a Sunday, January 26th. And all the research that I had done beforehand was kind of saying, you know, this is a great week to go. It's in between long weekends, so like it's kind of people have already come or they're coming later. And this was kind of a good week to come. It was pretty busy.
Yeah, it was. Animal Kingdom was really packed on that Sunday. I will say, I think that was the heaviest crowd day we had all week, though.
I would agree with that.
And for someone like me who doesn't like crowds, it was kind of frustrating, especially being sleep deprived. But we made it through. Everyone had a good time, and yeah, so that kind of wraps it up for today. For the first day, anyway. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Yeah. Stay tuned after this. We will have some pictures that we had taken throughout that day.
And if you see something that you don't understand or you want more information, feel free to leave questions in the comments. We would be more than happy to share all the stuff we learned putting this trip together with you guys. Yep. So yeah, feel free to interact with us. We'd love it.
Absolutely. And as always, guys, you can check out our social media stuff, which will show up here at the bottom of the screen again. Right. It should be at the beginning of the video as well.
And this is just day one of our Disney trip. So if you want to, catch the rest of our videos of all the different parks, make sure you subscribe. Yeah. So that way you will be able to see our new videos as they come up.
Yeah. So we're hoping to get one of these out a week if we can.
We'll see. It's a lot of work.
It is, but we'll get it done, I'm sure. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff that you do here, and for taking part in this journey with us.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you.
Don't forget the pictures. They're coming now.
Bye, guys.
Can we say everybody's name, and can you throw in a picture of them if we pause after each person's name? Or can you throw it in while? Can you do that?
I'm sure I
can. We went on this trip with my family. So we went with my parents and my brother and his girlfriend. We will insert pictures here of everybody.
It's going to be real awkward when I leave this in. Awkward silence.